Somalis may have to go back to Somalia. President Trump has proposed to end TPS status for Somalis. Most Somali immigrants in America are here on a temporary protective status. Basically, their home country, Somalia, is unsafe, so they're here on a work authorization. However, if that's to be ended, things can happen for the Somali community. First, the loss of legal status. Secondly, they're not able to work in the United States. And then most importantly, the risk of deportation.
White conservative Nick Shirley has been going to Minnesota to these different Somali businesses, and he's been exposing so many different things that the government in Minnesota should have been uncovering, but they was keeping quiet. There's been a lot of widespread scamming going on, and he's been coming in contact with a lot of these Somalis. And, he's posted videos that's gotten well over 1 million views. It's went all over the country. He even has people copycatting, doing what he's doing. They've been doing, you've seen people pop up in Columbus, Ohio. They're copying what Nick Shirley's doing. People in Seattle, Washington. People also in Maine, uncovering things that's going on with these different Somalis, because we're finding out that there's been an underground network. One tree and a bunch of branches spread all throughout the country in multiple cities, where the scamming and the billions are being widespread, right? So Nick Shirley, he's posted multiple videos of scamming in different businesses across Minnesota. And like I said, all of these videos have gotten over 1 million views, to the point where even people in the government has mentioned him. Now, y'all know me, I don't really care too much for the W man, especially those conservatives over there, because I know that they don't like my people. But at the end of the day, a lot of these Somalis, right, they came here and they thumbed their nose up at us, right? But then at the same time, called us for help. Now they're understanding what it's like to be black in America. They understand what we was trying to warn them against, right? Because, see, what we said was, we can't speak for the W man outside of America, but when it comes to this W man in America, nobody knows him like we do. Y'all thought that y'all can get into the scamming business with him, because remember, they signing off for you to get that money, and they getting the kickbacks. But when everything gets exposed, they gonna put you out as the front people, and they gonna run you up out of here. We tried to warn y'all, but y'all wouldn't listen. Check this out.
Man,
I just want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Why are you sensationalizing the propaganda?
What are we sensationalizing?
To attack our community. What's your final objective?
We're not attacking your community by any means.
Are you making good money from this?
We're looking for fraud.
No,
for instance, can you answer our question? Where's Safari Transportation Company 607? It's not there. And why don't you answer?
How much money are you?
Why don't you answer the question? Where's 617 Dreamline Security?
How much money are you making?
I make money off of YouTube. That's how I make my money.
Exactly. So you're making money off of sensationalizing.
My job
and attacking the Somali community.
I'm not attacking you guys. We're asking.
I'll tell you the reason why this is happening. All right. Let me tell you the reason why.
Fraud is fraud, correct?
Yes.
This has nothing to do with race. This is fraud. This
absolutely has to do with us being Muslim.
No, it does not.
All right, and us being from Africa. This is a constitutional argument. If you don't want us here, change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, you don't want Muslims.
Now I'm confused, because when we was trying to warn them, they didn't see racism like that. Now all of a sudden, it has to be because you're Muslim and y'all from Africa and y'all from all this. But 5-6 years ago, when y'all was riding high, y'all didn't care nothing about that. Y'all was living the American dream. And we tried to tell you, yo, listen. So Nick Shirley's asking him, I can't believe I'm taking up for a W man. Nick Shirley's asking him, where's the transportation business? Where's the security business? None of that stuff is there. And you know what's funny? Whenever these people commit these crimes, they just say black people. And it falls under our column. We're saying, no, that's them. They ain't us. They ain't got nothing to do with us no more. They ain't us. You guys can't come and commit crimes and fraud and do all these things, and then it just falls on black people in America. No, those are the Somali people. And now you got that W man on your bumper. And they ain't playing with you, right? And Trump is going to be in office a very long time. It's not like he got 1 year left. He got 3. So, like, man, listen, but they wasn't done
in this country anymore.
We're not saying that.
No.
We're not saying that.
When I go
Sir,
onto
we're
your
talking
comments,
about fraud.
when I go onto your comments,
my comments.
what I see is people that say we do not want Muslims here, kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
You are, listen, you're preparing for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps, just like the Japanese community. All right, you're sensationalizing.
No, we're not.
All right,
Sir,
something that
answer
can
the
listen.
question. Where is the transportation
something
vehicle
that can
company?
jeopardize
Answer the question.
The safety and the protection of the Somali community.
We're talking about fraud,
If anything
sir.
happens to the Somali
community,
community,
we're talking about fraud.
Listen, I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically touching.
You're getting very close.
I'm not physically touching. No, I'm not physically touching.
This is fraud. We're talking about fraud.
You're
defending fraud.
When I go into your comments,
you're defending fraud.
People who hate Muslims want us out of here.
People can say
for
what they
being
want.
Muslim,
I'm not censoring anybody.
Are using your material. Islamophobes use your material. People who hate Islam use your material.
So now he want to make it about Islam and people who hate Islam. Well, you in America. Well, you already know the rhetoric that a lot of the W people use, right? But it ain't about Islam. You know what I haven't heard a lot of these people do? They haven't denounced themselves the scamming that the scammers are doing. They're not denouncing it. They're protecting the image of Somalis, right or wrong, weak or strong. I ain't mad at you, but don't act like you shocked now in America when the W man is coming for you. And don't be online talking about we jealous. Only thing we try to do is warn you. Think about it. In Minnesota, in Columbus, in Seattle, in Maine, other places, y'all not running for y'all lives from black Americans. It's funny how a lot of you immigrants come here from Africa, come here from the Caribbean, and I'm talking about the ones that undermine us. So let that be sure. For my brothers and sisters that watch me that's from those places, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the ones that come here that talk trash and undermine us. It's funny how you come here and you make these statements, but you're not running for your life from us. You live in our communities amongst us. You're not afraid to live amongst us. We ain't trying to kick you out or unalive you or do nothing. But yet and still, y'all say disparaging things about us. Y'all remember when that Muslim, that imam that I showed you guys that was inside the masjid was saying those very disparaging things about the black American community? Why? What the hell did we do? But yet and still, they have no smoke for the W man. They were saying that stuff about us. But in Minnesota, the Muslims or the Somalians, they're not running for their lives from black Americans. They're not in danger from us. They live right in our communities. Right? But it wasn't over.
Sir, can you tell me where the transportation
out of our neighborhood. We don't want you here. Get the out of here.
Calm down, sir.
Calm down, sir.
Get the
Sir, this is about fraud.
You wanted clicks?
You're sensationalizing yourself, sir.
You wanted clicks?
You're sensationalizing yourself.
You wanted clicks? You wanted YouTube?
Tell me where the transportation vehicle is.
Clicks? You got YouTube clicks. Now get the out of our community.
Tell me where the transportation
out of our community.
Tell me where the fraud. This is about fraud. But there is no transportation company in there. Fraud. There were no transportation companies.
No, none.
This isn't about race. This isn't against religion. This is about fraud. We're fighting fraud here. We're not fighting a race.
Well, and this is what happens when you put a spotlight on fraud. The people who are benefiting become extremely violent, and the Somalis are the most violent people I have ever met in my whole life.
So now you have the W man saying that the Somalis are the most violent people he has met in his whole life, as if he knows all Somali people. And see, that's what happens when you deal with this W man. I guarantee that W man, all the fights he ever had in his life was with another W person. All the things bad things that go on went on amongst his own people, his own community. But he gonna come and say, well, the Somali people are the most violent people I've ever met in my whole life. But this is the stuff that they do, my immigrant family. This is what I tried to warn y'all against. You think that a lot of these people are your friends? How? No, they're not your friends. They let you come here and put you in places and positions above us. All that's for politics. All that is for politics that's going on the world stage for the America's image and what they do to other countries, man. You are a pawn in the game. And when they finish using you, they just break their tools. They don't care nothing about you. We tried to tell you, right? But Trump, he's removed the protected status now of these Somalis, and now all heck is breaking loose.
We have some breaking news to share with you on this Tuesday, as Fox News is reporting that the Trump administration has ended the temporary protection status for Somalis in the United States. We're taking a look here at a social media post courtesy of Fox News, and Fox News Digital saying this: the Trump administration is ending temporary protection status for Somalia, affecting several thousand Somalis currently living in the U.S. and several hundred currently living in Minnesota under the protection. Somali migrants with TPS will be required to leave the country by March 17th. Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem told Fox News Digital in a statement, quote, "Temporary means temporary. Country conditions in Somalia have improved to the point that it no longer meets the law's requirement for temporary protected status." That statement went on to say, quote, "Further, allowing Somali nationals to remain temporarily in the United States is currently and contrary to our national interests. We are putting Americans first." Bringing us out to a live image that we have of the White House over in Washington, D.C., as I continue to cite some more of this reporting courtesy of Fox News Digital. Sources tell Fox News Digital that there are 2,471 Somali nationals currently in the U.S. under TPS, with just over 1,300 in the country with pending TPS applications. The move comes as DHS continues ICE operations in Minneapolis, Minnesota, after a widespread, roughly $9 billion fraud scheme involving members of the Somali community plagued the state. Fox News Digital learned that an estimated 600 Somali nationals who are protected by TPS live in Minnesota. Now, Somalia was granted temporary protection status in 1991 as a result of an ongoing civil war in the African nation. Former President Biden most recently extended the protection in September of 2024. Now, the decision to end TPS for Somalia also comes a day after Minneapolis, the Twin Cities there, Minneapolis and St. Paul, sued the Trump administration after a historic federal immigration enforcement operation was launched by ICE and DHS. Last week, during ICE operations in South Minneapolis, a woman was fatally shot by an immigration officer as she drove her vehicle toward agents, prompting agitators to riot across the city and in cities across the U.S. Secretary Noem labeled the woman who was killed, Renee Nicole Good, a, quote, domestic terrorist, saying, quote, she weaponized her vehicle after blocking ICE agents on the road.
And this is how you know the FBA situation is catching steam. Because first we had Tucker Carlson and James Fishback, bringing the FBA and invoking the FBA to go after Byron Donald, right? But now you have Roland Martin himself. Roland Martin himself now is going after these immigrants, right? And he's trying to play both sides. He's trying to say that you guys voted for the president. You guys voted for Trump, and this is what you get. But at the same time, saying that you guys come in, you got a problem. He's using our talking points. You got a problem with Black Americans, and you like to run your mouth. You like to do this. But now Trump is running you out the country. All the things that we're holding Black immigrants' feet to the fire for. Now, all of a sudden, he's using all the same talking points. Like, these dudes is funny as crap, man. Listen, all my FBA family that watch this video, make sure y'all get this Roland Martin clip. Excuse me. Make sure y'all get this Roland Martin clip. And make sure y'all put it up. My Black Alpha brother, Afro Elite, all my brothers out there, get this clip, man. Let's get Roland Martin, man, because he's playing games.
I wonder what that Somalian is saying right now. You got Muslims in Dearborn. Oh, they're complaining hard because MAGA's there protesting them. You got Latinos crying. Oh my God, I voted for Trump. I can't believe they've deported my husband, my wife, my mom, my dad. He told you he was going to do this. The man called your countries shithole countries last time he was there. Oh, I get it. See, some of y'all, immigrants of color, y'all thought y'all were special. Y'all thought y'all were different. Y'all were like, oh no, he not talking to me. He talking about them. No. He didn't if that clip I just played, he went, yeah, some of y'all said there's some good ones, whatever. He just dismissed y'all. And he called your country shithole countries. And I heard there was some African immigrants who was like, well, he right, he not lying. Now he's sending y'all asses back. He don't want y'all. If you are an African immigrant, a Jamaican immigrant, a Bermudan, Caribbean, if you from it, Trump don't want your ass here. MAGA don't want y'all here. Winsome Sears, black woman who ran for governor of Virginia, Jamaican immigrant, did Trump endorse her ass? Because this is what he thinks about all of y'all black immigrants. And some of y'all got issues with African Americans. Y'all in the same boat as us as it relates to these white folk. This is Trump just 48 hours ago.
Announced a permanent pause on third world migration, including from hellholes like Afghanistan, Haiti, Somalia, and many other countries. I didn't say shit. Remember I said that to the senators, they came in, the Democrats. They wanted to be bipartisan. So they came in and they said, this is totally off the record. Nothing mentioned here. We want to be honest because our country was going to hell. And we had a meeting. And I said, why is it we only take people?
So now Roland Martin is taking a stance with the immigrants of I told you so. And saying that some of y'all got a problem with black Americans. Roland, you knew that they had a problem with black Americans for a long time. It went on deaf ears. So how about when we was trying to blow the whistle and trying to say something? Why was you attacking us? Why was you coming for us as if we stupid? We never said that we hated all immigrants, because we don't. We don't. And I'll even go far as FBA as a lineage. I'll give you my stance. Can't no W, man. I'm not a fan of ICE. Right? Obama, who I wasn't a fan of either, deported over 3 million immigrants without ICE. I believe Trump could have did the same thing, but we in a different atmosphere. He ran on a different campaign with MAGA and Make America Great Again. So he's doing a different job on stage left. I'm not a fan. Listen, if you are an immigrant, you came here, you talked against our reparations, you talked down on us, then you deserve to be kicked out. But if you didn't do that, right, I ain't really for kicking black folks out. If you come here and you 10 toes down with us, man, you can stay here with us. I'm cool. That's my position. There's some FBA brothers that ain't their position. That's mine. As long as you're not talking down on us, you come here and you with us, and you might not have all your paperwork together, whatever. Ain't no W man gonna pay me to go kick in black folks' doors, no Haitians, no Jamaicans, no other black folks' door to harm other black people. Ain't no W man gonna pay me to do that, right? Unless you doing things to undermine us and hurt my community. But if you just here and you just doing you know what I'm saying, and you cool with us, I'm cool with you. That's my position, right? Because I don't rock with that W, man. I ain't never changed my stance. I don't like Trump. I don't like the Democrats or Republican. They all of them are the same to me. When it comes, me as an FBA American in this country, I know who the real Pirates of the Caribbean are. I know who the real Jack Sparrow is. It's that W man, right? Make no mistake about it. So when you guys want to come in and line yourself with him, and then he decides to break his tools and turn his back on you, don't look over here to me. But Roland Martin and the Dems think they slick. They see that this foundational black American talking points are starting to catch steam. And people starting to get behind it. So now what they want to do now is come in and commandeer it. They want to come in, they want to come in and snatch it. They want to come in and steal the talking points. So Tariq Nasheed, Black Authority, Professor Black Truth, the young boys, Afro Elite, and Black Alpha. I hope that y'all get that clip. And those is watching me, if y'all can get that clip to them so that they can see what Roland Martin and his people are trying to do. Because now they're trying to use all of our talking points as if we wasn't blowing the whistle on us first, as if we wasn't trying to bring attention, and we was trying to warn the immigrants at first. We wasn't championing for them to get kicked out the country. We was trying to warn them. But they didn't want to listen. Now all of a sudden, Roland, you say, and you have problems with African Americans. You thought you were special. Roland, you wasn't saying that in the beginning. Oh, the Democrats are now trying to change their strategy because they saw that the old strategy wasn't working. Now you want to change the strategy. And you want to take from what we was doing. Because everybody's watching the grassroots. So I'm telling my people that watch me, make sure y'all get that clips over to the brothers, man. If y'all can. Right? I don't have, especially the young guys, Afro Elite, Black Alpha, all the young guys that's new in the space, that got the attention of the young people, make sure y'all get it to them. I remember for years, we was in Google Hangouts trying to bring information to the people, and we would have 40, 50 people. Nobody cared. I am so elated and so happy that we got these young guys, like I said, like the Afro Elites and the Black Alphas. When they go live, they get 2,000 people and young people in the room. People are listening. Man, I'm happy. I'm not one of them old haters. No. I'm glad. That means that our work wasn't in vain. What we was doing 10 years ago, the youngins was listening. And now they're pushing the line even further. So make sure y'all get this information out that Roland Martin and all of them is doing, man. It's doing. So that way we can get we can get out in front of this right away. But I'm gonna cut this video short here, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all till the next time. Peace.